Hello, and welcome to your Wildcat News for Tuesday, October 14th. I'm Reese Durham.
And I'm Colin Lewis. Former University of Kentucky swim coach Lars Jorgensen has been ruled permanently ineligible to coach by the U.S. Center for Safe Sports. The decision follows multiple allegations of misconduct, including sexual harassment and abuse of power. Jorgensen, who led UK's swim and dive program for a decade, resigned in 2023 amid ongoing investigations. Two former UK swimmers have since filed a federal Title IX lawsuit against Jorgensen and the university, with a trial set for 2026. The KRNL magazine previously published an exclusive investigation uncovering details about the case and the university's response. Safe Sports' ruling now officially bans Jorgensen from all coaching activities under its authority.
After all that rain last week, Alumni Gym is still temporarily closed because of flooding. So far, there's no update on when it will reopen. But UK's Campus Recreation says there are still plenty of ways to stay active. The Johnson Center is open with regular hours, and Campus Rec Virtual on Canvas offers on-demand workouts you can do anywhere. Students can also check out upcoming intramural events like flash disc golf or swim laps at the Lancaster Aquatic Center during open rec hours. For the latest updates on Alumni Gym status, visit the Campus Rec website or follow at UK Campus Rec on Instagram.
There was an urgent UK alert Saturday afternoon warning the campus community about a gas leak. The leak was reported at the Schmidt Vocal Arts Building on 412 Rose Street, with the alert instructing everyone to avoid the area. Authorities say the situation was cleared about 10 minutes after the initial alert. As of now, the university has not released further details about what caused the leak, if anyone was evacuated beyond the immediate vicinity, or whether any damage or injuries may have occurred. We'll keep an eye on official updates from UK Alerts and UK Police Department, and if more information comes in, we'll be sure to let you know.
As part of its Career Month, the College of Communication and Information held its career fair in the Gatton Student Center last week. Students met with employers and learned about available internship positions for the spring and summer terms.
Networking was the name of the game at CI's career fair. Students could talk with companies looking for interns and job shadows in the Lexington area. These included LEX18, KET, and Red Mile Gaming and Racing. Katie Higginson and Delaney Wolf attended the fair to learn more about potential opportunities.
And I feel like everyone at the tables are very personable, very easy to talk to, and I feel like interviewing and getting to talk to a company can be like really stressful sometimes, but everyone was super nice and you could just be yourself and have a conversation. I actually now have a big choice of which companies I actually want to work for, so that's going to be difficult.
Students were encouraged to write thank you letters to employers that they had had conversations with to reinforce the importance of networking. CI Career Coordinator Brooke Nowicki planned the career fair.
I think it's the best one yet. Every semester, I'm like, it just gets better and better, and it's fun to see some of my students that I knew as freshmen now come back as seniors and see just their confidence grow.
If you missed this semester's fair, there will be another one in the spring.
The career fair is not the only thing students have to look forward to. Career Month is in full swing, and there are still several events for students to attend. Ask the Intern and grad student info sessions will be held later this month.
It's homecoming week here at the University of Kentucky, and campus is buzzing with Wildcat pride as students, alumni, and fans come together to celebrate all things blue and white. This year's theme honors community and connection with events all week long, including the annual carnival, homecoming parade, and of course Saturday's football game at Kroger Field. Tonight is the Royalty Showcase, where the 2025 Homecoming King and Queen will be announced. Olivia Kitts is one of this year's homecoming candidates, and this tradition means a lot to her.
Everything that I've learned about homecoming while I've been a part of it has been all about tradition, so just kind of feeding into that University of Kentucky spirit and the tradition of what homecoming means to UK has been really fun to see. Definitely encourage people to go to all of the events. I got to go to the block party on Sunday, and everybody that was there was super encouraging, and it was just so much fun to see people from the community there and students. Any candidate, you can vote for them 7 p.m. Monday through 7 p.m. on Tuesday. I'm just so grateful. I'm so excited to be a part of it, so thank you.
You have until 7 p.m. tonight to vote on BB Involved, and homecoming week runs through Saturday, with plenty of events still to come. You can find the full schedule on the UK Alumni Association's website or on social media at UK Homecoming. From student spirit to alumni pride, it's a week that brings Wildcat families together to celebrate what makes the University of Kentucky feel like home.
It took more than 2 years, but yesterday Hamas and Israel began the exchange of prisoners and hostages under a U.S. negotiated ceasefire deal. President Donald Trump called it the dawn of a new Middle East as Hamas delivered the 20 remaining living Israeli hostages and the remains of 4 deceased hostages. Israel itself has started releasing 1,700 Palestinian prisoners, though an estimated 10,000 still remain behind bars. The next phase of President Trump's 20-point peace plan is still unclear, but this deal signifies a significant step towards ending the ongoing violence and humanitarian crisis identified as a genocide by the United Nations.
Congress is still gridlocked over a funding agreement and the government shutdown continues. Roughly 1.4 million federal employees have been furloughed or are working without pay. The Pentagon is moving billions of dollars allocated for research to pay troops. A Pentagon spokesperson said President Trump directed the Secretary of Defense to use available funds to pay service members on October 15th. The decision comes after the Department of War discovered $8 billion of unspent research, development, testing, and evaluation funds. That money will be used to ensure troops will have a paycheck if the funding lapse continues past tomorrow. Intense rains and flooding in central and southeastern Mexico have left 64 people dead and dozens missing, with tens of thousands of homes damaged nationwide. The rains were fueled by Tropical Storm Raymond converging with the remnants of Hurricane Priscilla and other systems in the Atlantic Ocean. The search for victims is ongoing as authorities intensify relief efforts to assist people in the country's hardest-hit states.
Coming up next on Wildcat News, men's basketball season is off to a roaring start with Big Blue Madness and Pro Day.
Peyton and Anthony will have more on sports right after the break.
Welcome back. I'm Peyton Dybowski here with Anthony Nava outside of Rupp Arena, which was buzzing Saturday night as Kentucky hosted its annual Big Blue Madness, officially tipping off basketball season for both the men's and women's teams. Fans packed the arena to celebrate Rupp's 50th anniversary and got a huge surprise when former Wildcat star John Wall made a special appearance, bringing back his iconic John Wall dance to the delight of Big Blue Nation. Both teams look strong on the court, the men knocking down threes and the women showing off their sharp skills and team chemistry, proving that they're ready for the season ahead. During the event, SEC Network's Michelle Knezovic caught up with coach Mark Pope, who talked about what this night means for the Kentucky program.
Well, Coach, your second Big Blue Madness and you decide to show up with John Wall. You love to keep this fan base on their toes, don't you?
Yeah, I love this tradition and history is so rich. And every time we can bring these guys back in the gym that built this place, that gave us these incredible moments that connect us all together, it's incredibly special. These guys want to win. They're going to make BBN really proud this year.
Big Blue Madness once again brought energy, excitement, and plenty of pride right here at Rupp Arena, setting the tone for another season of Kentucky basketball. And AJ was also a part of the basketball fun this weekend.
That's right, I was, Peyton. The UK men's basketball team hosted their annual Pro Day in Memorial Coliseum. The team did drills and scrimmages in front of all 30 NBA teams and their scouts to showcase their talent.
Pro Day took place October 7th, and the only people missing were Jaden Quintons and Otega Owe as they are still recovering from injuries. The rest of the Wildcats put on a show for the NBA scouts, diving on the floor during drills and playing intensely among each other. Pro Day is essentially a practice that the team holds, except it's televised and the NBA scouts watch and meet the team afterwards. Something that stood out were how well the team worked together, as well as the defense that Coach Pope has been mentioning to the media. The Cats weren't missing many shots either, especially from Trent Noah and Braden Hawthorne. The two were shooting the lights out, and Hawthorne seemed to be doing great things everywhere on the court. Seeing the hardwood and watching Pope coach are just friendly reminders that basketball season is back in the Bluegrass.
Pro Day was full of highlights and great gameplay, and of course all 30 NBA scouts were in attendance to watch the guys show out. Unfortunately, no Otega Owe and no Jaden Quintons, but up next for the Wildcats is the blue and white game October 17th. In more hoops news, on the women's team, 4-star Emily McDonald announced her commitment to Kentucky. McDonald told ESPN, quote, "I feel their style of play matches how I play perfectly. Overall, it felt like home on my official visit," end quote. She's ranked 23rd in the Girls Sports Center Next 100 class of 2026. And up next for women's basketball is their blue and white game on October 17th.
Thank you, AJ. Not only did UK Athletics bring commits and madness this weekend, but there were some frights too. It was a festive night at John Crop Stadium as Kentucky softball hosted its annual Big Blue Boo this past Friday. Fans packed the stands under the spooky moonlight for a night of softball, family fun, and fall spirit. The Wildcats took on Indiana for the first time in Big Blue Boo history, but the Hoosiers came out on top with a 9-2 win. Still, the event was a big hit off the field with food trucks, games, prizes, and plenty of Big Blue energy. Parking lots were full, shuttles ran all evening, and fans got a sneak peek at what's ahead for Kentucky's softball spring season. The Wildcats are back in action this Friday, October 17th, when they host Danville Area Community College at 3 p.m. at John Crop Stadium. It will be their final fall exhibition game. From the softball field to the baseball diamond, it's a busy week for the Wildcats. After Big Blue Boo lit up John Crop Stadium, UK Baseball is set to take the field Friday for their fall scrimmage. It will take place at 6 p.m. at Kentucky Proud Park, giving fans an early look at this year's squad before the 2026 season. The Wildcats are coming off another strong year, highlighted by a deep postseason run and one of the top pitching staffs in the SEC. Friday's scrimmage will give coaches a chance to evaluate new faces, test different lineups, and build momentum heading into spring. Admission is free and gates open an hour before first pitch, so fans are encouraged to come out and get their first taste of Wildcat baseball under the lights.
There was a lot of fun to be had here in the Bluegrass this past week.
So stay tuned after the break for more on the Mario Kart tournament and the Town from Gilmore Girls coming to life right down the road.
Welcome back to Wildcat News. Are you a fan of Mario Kart? UK's esports club hosted a Mario Kart tournament at the Cat's Den in the Gatton Student Center last week. Participants of this circuit faced off in elimination brackets where the winner took home a crown and bragging rights as the ultimate racer. There were also several consoles provided by the esports club encouraging players to face off in a free play environment. The next major event for the club will be the annual Bluegrass Boost Battle, featuring teams from 14 different universities competing in Rocket League on November 15th and 16th.
This weekend, downtown Versailles looked a little more like Stars Hollow, the cozy Connecticut town from Gilmore Girls.
Reporter Emily Hardiman-Urbar has more.
The Ultimate Gilmore Girls weekend happened this Saturday in the Bluegrass. Themed lattes, outdoor screenings, and crafts brought to life the magic and charm of Stars Hollow just in time for the start of fall.
Where Stars Hollow leads, Versailles will follow. From Luke's Diner to Dosey's Market, Versailles, Kentucky transformed into a real-life Stars Hollow. Each storefront had its own theme. The lacrosse team sold Kirk's hot dogs, cheerleaders handed out 1,000 yellow daisies, and boutiques, bakeries, and antique shops brought out their own small-town flair. Fans of the show were invited to vote for their favorite boyfriend of Rory Gilmore, the iconic Yale student part of the show's mother-daughter duo.
Thought it would be cool to see, all of downtown decorated for fall.
Head of the event and small business owner Reagan Berry dreamed up the idea 3 weeks ago, rallying dozens of shops to join in. Berry says the inspiration came naturally, because the town already feels like you were stepping into the show.
We're already Stars Hollow vibes. It's quaint, it's charming, it's quirky. We don't have the name, we have the vibe. And so today we have the name. And so then we invited everyone to participate, and it just grew from there.
Berry even dressed as Lorelai Gilmore.
I feel like it's multi-generational. My mom loves it, I love it, my daughters love it. We can all relate. And so I just think it's a precious thing.
Berry hopes it will continue for years to come, inspiring more people to visit Versailles and experience its small-town charm.
Thanks, Emily. Also this weekend, one of Lexington's local animal shelters and rescues held Barktoberfest.
Paws for the Cause brought together pups and plenty of smiles, all for fundraising a good cause. Attendees had the opportunity to see pets looking for a forever home. The sale of t-shirts, silent auction baskets, and raffles brought in donation money. Local vendors also sold animal-friendly apparel, food, and products. Paws for the Cause looks to rehome animals from owner surrenderers and rescues from puppy mills, abuse, and neglect cases. Interested fosters and adoptees are encouraged to visit paws4thecause.com.
Well, Reese, I don't know about you, but all this talk about dogs has me missing my little mini Aussie that I have at home.
I know, mine too. Hey, my dog's small enough that maybe I can bring him to the studio at some time.
Honestly, same. That sounds like a good idea.
Perfect. I'll plan for it. That's all for today's Wildcat News. To keep up with the latest news and updates, follow us on Instagram at Wildcat News UKY.
We'll see you next Tuesday at 1 on Twitch for more. Have a great week.